Kanye West launched an unprovoked attack on Jay-Z and Beyonce's two youngest children, and Kim Kardashian, well, she has had enough. Now, Sarah, I know you have some exclusive details to share. Can you get us caught up?
That because Kanye got online and tweeted about Jay-Z's kids and, calling them the R word, Kim at this point is starting to take action legally to really make sure she has.
Kanye is doing, calling his kids retarded, and, it seems that his kids may have some type of, maybe autistic or something, I don't know.
What was Kanye thinking? Did he really just cross the line this bad? Whether you vibe with him or not, Kanye West always finds a way to snatch the spotlight. But this time, he might have gone way too far. Out of nowhere, he dropped a wild secret about Beyonce and Jay-Z's son, Sir Carter. And trust, the Carters are not playing about it. This isn't just some industry drama. This got real personal real fast. Social media is going crazy. Word is Beyonce is fuming, and now everyone's asking the same thing. How on earth did Kanye even get this info? And why would he go public with it? If there's one thing folks know about the Carters, it's that they don't mess around when it comes to their kids. They've kept their twins, Sir and Rumi, super protected from the spotlight. Barely a glimpse of them out there, and even then, only in carefully chosen pics, with their faces mostly hidden. But out of all people, Kanye decided to go there. He dug into something the Carters clearly wanted to keep private for years. And what he said? It wasn't just messy. It was disrespectful. In a now-deleted post on X, Kanye launched into one of his wild rants, but this time, he didn't just talk his usual talk. He allegedly threw shade at the mental capacity of Beyoncé and Jay-Z's 7-year-old twins, Sir and Rumi Carter. People were stunned. Why would he bring the kids into it? That's a move nobody saw coming, and the backlash hit hard. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, Kanye took it there again. He straight up claimed that the twins were conceived through IVF, like, why even bring that up? What was he trying to prove with that? Because let's be real. How someone chooses to bring their kids into the world ain't anybody's business but their own. But of course, Kanye didn't stop there. He doubled down, saying artificial insemination is a blessing, and that, in his words, having children is a choice. Now that might sound harmless at first, but the way he said it, it hit way different. He wasn't just making some random comment, he was low-key throwing shade at Beyoncé and Jay-Z's twins, basically suggesting that if the Carters had picked a different way to conceive, their kids wouldn't have whatever he's implying they have. That's not a joke. That's an attack on two innocent kids. The internet exploded instantly. Fans rushed to X, slamming Kanye's words as beyond disgusting. People were heated, asking how they ever backed this man to begin with. The disappointment is real, and folks aren't holding back. It's one thing to be controversial, but dragging kids into it? That's a whole different level. People are not holding back anymore. Some say Kanye just crossed a line that can't be walked back from. One user straight up said, "He is disgusting, OMG, I can't believe I was a fan of this man."
Kim Kardashian, when she saw and heard about those posts that Kanye shared on X, she was appalled that Kanye would use that kind of language about anybody, particularly when it comes to children. She found the language that he used shocking.
And another added, "No matter how you feel about Beyonce, this is disgusting." And just when you think it couldn't get worse, folks pointed out, he even put his own daughter on a track with Diddy. Like, seriously? Some are now saying he's mentally deranged, and this time, it's not just a messy moment that'll pass. The backlash is booming louder by the hour, and guess what? It's not just fans speaking out anymore. Kim Kardashian finally broke her silence. A source close to her spilled that Kim is completely disgusted, and she's appalled that her ex-husband would target innocent kids like this. The insider even claimed Kim is done trying to reason with him. That was the final straw. And what really shocked people? Right after that reckless post about Sir Carter, Kanye took it down fast. In the post, he allegedly compared Sir's condition to Down syndrome, an extremely hurtful and unnecessary jab, but here's the thing, he didn't delete it out of guilt. He pulled it down because he was scared of getting canceled by X. It's clear he wasn't trying to do the right thing, he was just worried about his own image, and even though the post is gone, the damage? already done. People are furious and the backlash ain't slowing down, not even a little. No amount of backpedaling can fix this mess. Kanye really did too much this time. What he said wasn't just reckless. It was a full-on invasion of something nobody knew about. There were 0 leaks, no whispers, not even a hint online. If what Kanye revealed is actually true, then Beyoncé and Jay-Z have been keeping this deeply personal situation completely private for years. And now, boom, it's everywhere. All because of him. So now everybody's asking, why would Kanye drop something this sensitive? Sure, it's no secret that he and Jay-Z haven't been cool in a long time, but this went way beyond music or petty beef. This hit straight below the belt, and people can't believe it. Let's rewind. How did it even get this bad? Their friendship started crumbling years ago after Kanye went on stage and threw that now infamous tantrum about Jay-Z and Beyoncé not showing up to his wedding with Kim Kardashian. That moment, it cracked the foundation, and it just kept unraveling from there. Things really spiraled when Kanye started getting chummy with certain political figures that Jay and Bey definitely didn't vibe with. That was the breaking point. These two rap legends, once tighter than brothers, just fell off. So now the question is, was this Kanye's way of getting revenge? Was he purposely going for the jugular? Or was it just another one of his impulsive rants where he didn't think before he spoke? Either way, people feel like some lines should never be crossed, and Kanye stomped all over them. Again? Beyoncé has been on the phone nonstop trying to shut this whole situation down before it spirals even further out of control. She's working overtime behind the scenes, trying to protect her family's privacy from getting ripped to shreds. And Jay-Z? Oh, don't get it twisted, he's fuming. But Jay doesn't air out drama online like Kanye. He's not the type to rant on social media. He handles things the power way, quiet, clean, and straight to the point. And let's be clear, the music industry don't play nice when it comes to folks who mess with the Carters. If you cross them, there's a price to pay. Now here's where things get real interesting. While Beyoncé's doing damage control like a boss and Jay-Z's moving behind the curtain, Kanye, he's out here acting like nothing happened. Cool as ever, chilling like he didn't just throw a bomb into one of the most private celebrity families in the world. Like, what planet is he even on? And now, the biggest question of them all, how did Kanye even get this kind of info?
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff. So he's not into the fashion stuff as much, but yeah.
This wasn't gossip floating around. This wasn't a leak from a tabloid. This was deep, personal, family stuff that nobody knew about. Did someone from Bey's tight inner circle spill the tea? Or did Kanye go snooping through places he had no business touching? Because one thing's for sure, Beyoncé and Kanye don't talk. They're not cool, they're not texting, they're not on speaking terms. In fact, she's made it very clear she wants nothing to do with him or his drama. So if Kanye's out here exposing personal details that were locked down for years, somebody had to be whispering in his ear. Now folks are starting to question everybody in Beyoncé's camp. Who's the snitch? Who let the wrong person in? Because this betrayal didn't come from outside. It came from within. Now Beyoncé's got an even bigger mess on her hands because if this secret really came from inside her circle, that's a major red flag. Her inner team is known to be one of the tightest in the game. We're talking about people who've been by her side for over a decade. These aren't just employees. These are folks she considers family. They don't run to the press, they don't spill tea, and they definitely don't leak anything about her personal life. Loyalty is everything in that circle. Even her actual family plays it close. The Carters are famous for keeping their private world under serious lock and key, but every once in a while, fans catch a tiny peek inside. Like that one time her mom, Tina Knowles, opened up and gave us a rare bit of insight. She said, Sir Carter is the most laid back of the Carter kids. Chill, super calm, not into all the glitz and flash. Totally the opposite of his big sister, Blue Ivy, who's clearly comfortable owning the spotlight. And maybe that's why Kanye went running with his own assumptions. Just because Sir's not out there in front of the cameras like Blue, Kanye assumed something had to be wrong. Like, seriously? That's a wild leap. The kid's just private, and being low-key doesn't mean there's a problem. But whatever the reason, Beyoncé and Jay-Z are not brushing this off. They're hurt, angry, and they feel totally violated. Close insiders say they're absolutely livid. This crossed a major line. The couple sees it as not just disrespectful, but deeply personal. And one thing's for sure, they're not letting it slide. They're ready to take action, and the music world knows when the Carters move, they move big. Sources close to the Carters made it crystal clear. They're not tolerating Kanye West at all after what he said about their children. Not now, not ever. And honestly, can anyone blame them? Kanye didn't just cross the line. He ran it over, reversed, and drove back through it again. What he did wasn't some careless slip-up. It was a straight-up betrayal, and now it's calling for some real consequences. Word is, Beyoncé and Jay-Z are seriously weighing their next move. Some insiders say they've started conversations about potential legal action. They're going over every option, whether to handle this behind the scenes with a quiet but powerful move, or to take it to court and make an example out of it. Because let's be real, Beyoncé's not about to clap back in public. That's never been her vibe. She doesn't feed drama. What she will do is make sure the noise dies down fast, and that it never happens again. Now, when it comes to Jay-Z, he's not talking either, but trust, he's making moves. If Kanye wasn't already iced out of certain spaces in the industry, he might be completely locked out now. Jay's got major pull. He doesn't have to tweet or rant. All he has to do is make a call and doors start closing. Quiet power is still power, and Jay's got plenty of it. And it's not just Bey and Jay who are heated. Her parents had something to say too. Tina and Matthew Knowles didn't stay silent. When TMZ asked Beyoncé's dad about Kanye's comments, Matthew didn't hold back at all. He said, "People pay a price for being stupid, especially in the music industry."
Kanye is mad because he's irrelevant in hip-hop. It was a point where Kanye begged for attention. He wanted the spotlight. Right. And then he got it. And then when he got it, he enjoyed it.
That's not just a clapback. That's a warning. And the message is loud and clear. Kanye might have just played himself big time. And if that's not a warning shot, then what is? Matthew Knowles already hit hard, but then Tina Knowles came through with her own subtle but deadly response. She posted a cryptic video on Instagram that had people talking immediately. In the clip, she said, "What happens when a snowman throws a tantrum? He has a meltdown." Whew, that was no random joke. That was a direct jab at Kanye. And when Beyoncé's mom steps into the mix, you already know it's serious business. Let's get into the consequences, because Kanye isn't just beefing with the Carters now. He's out here burning every bridge he once had, one by one. He's had public fallouts with Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Travis Scott, and now he just took things with Beyoncé and Jay-Z to nuclear levels. But real ones know, this didn't happen overnight. Kanye's been heading down this road for years. He's taken shots at just about every major name in the game. From Drake to J. Cole, the list keeps growing. What started off as music rivalries turned into personal attacks, and now he's isolating himself from the very people who once called him a peer, or even a friend. This isn't just another industry beef anymore. This is a pattern. And now that he's aimed at the Carters and dragged their kids into it, the fallout is way bigger than just bad press. He's playing a dangerous game, and the industry's watching every move. Kanye's had fallouts with Jay-Z before. Remember that wild moment on stage where he aired out all their personal business like it was some public therapy session? But this time, this ain't just about two artists clashing. Many believe his shocking comments about Sir Carter were nothing more than a desperate cry for attention. In fact, industry insider Choke No Joke didn't hold back. He said Kanye's straight up irrelevant now, and that this was just his way of trying to grab the spotlight again. According to him, it's time we stop giving Kanye the attention he craves. Cancel him, he said. And honestly, a lot of people are starting to agree. Yeah, Kanye's still making noise, but at what cost? Jay-Z's been done with him, moving in silence and cutting ties. And Beyoncé? She's doing what she always does, staying classy, staying quiet, and handling it all behind the scenes with power moves that speak louder than words. So what do you think? Has Kanye finally burned his last bridge? Or is there still a way back for him in the game? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell, and share this video with someone who's gotta hear this tea. We've got more drama, more exclusives, and way more coming your way. See you in the next video.